We are delighted to have you here today with us, proclaiming March 2025 as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. Acting Governor of Guam. Members of the 38th Guam Legislature. Senator Jesse Lujan. Senator Tina Moon. Yes, Jermaine Alerta, Executive Director of Guam Developmental Disabilities Council. Amanda Shelton, Deputy Director of Public Health. Lisa Ogo, Chairperson of Guam DD Council. Director of Guam Legal Services Corp. Disability Law Center. All those from Guam Cedars, and everybody joining us here today and online. Alerta, Executive Director of Guam Developmental Disabilities Council.
Thank you so much, Audrey. Thank you so much, everyone. This morning, I also want to just, we have so many Guam Cedars, Guam Legal Services Corporation, community partners who contribute so much to furthering the acceptance and inclusion of people with developmental offer. They have talents, they have abilities that aren't necessarily seen right off the bat. But when you get to know them, when you get to hear a wealth of just so much to offer to our community. And we use this month just to highlight their contribution. Community, all that they contribute. We also want to use this month and more inclusion in our community. So we have so many activities for this month. But there are projects and activities that are ongoing that all our partners have a hand in. And we're so grateful. Let's have a chance to be accepted and a part of the community, be contributing members of society, and just build. Thank the Lieutenant Governor, Acting Governor, all of you, the senators here, and everyone here just for being here. It means a lot. Is really going to go a long way to building more self-confidence in people with disabilities and just having them lead more.
Thank you, Mr. Alonso. And now I'd like to give the floor for remarks to the Honorable.
Happy Friday. Really happy to be here to celebrate the abilities of thank everybody that is working in this space to give opportunities, create opportunities, and improve services including families and caregivers and folks that are really have this passion to make sure that living and working on Guam, such a special thing for all of us. And I think sometimes when we reflect, I think the first we are not satisfied with. We shouldn't be satisfied with because there's constant change. There's new consumers. Able to tap on the great work of committed public servants when we're able to empower members of our community. Disabilities Council, which are conduits and representatives for our consumers, when we are able to engage with advocates, has been one of those that have been able to raise attention to try and solve problems so that people are not left behind. Technology, and in the future, in near term, excited about all of the different assistive technologies that we have our eye on to make with the talents that they have been given. So today we bring the attention of our entire island to this issue. We're working tirelessly not only to improve services, but in some cases to establish services and programs. And in these upcoming years, I'm very optimistic and confident that there's going to be an expansion of program services and facilities in community facilities. Everything from covered indoor gymnasiums that are going to be community centers, which can host different kinds of programs throughout the island. Burden and trying to figure out ways to bring services to the villages so that we can address and ease the burden of transport. Senator Shelley Calvo, who is chairing now this committee, the wisdom and the guidance from Senator Developmental Disabilities area in abilities area, I should say, and Senator Jesse Lujan, who come together with the heads of our agencies, but most importantly with members of the community to chart new courses to improve what we have and to and in this case are people that have abilities that are meant to help with our community. So on behalf of our governor, the new Bishop in Chalankanoa, she sends her regards, and we're pleased to bring attention and to recognize
Thank you, Acting Governor. And now the reading and proclamation signing of
Proclamation number 2025-19, a proclamation of the Governor proclaiming March 2025 as Developmental Month is a time to recognize the community efforts to provide meaningful and full inclusion of individuals with intellectual and commitment to identify and remove barriers and support inclusion for all Guamanians. Whereas recent nationwide through 17 years have one or more intellectual or developmental disabilities. Whereas Guamanians with intellectual or developmental disabilities, faith communities and workforce. Whereas Guam is committed to the process of transitioning to a community-based system of support to improve and expand critical programs and services to promote greater inclusion and community integration. Whereas disabilities consists of the Guam Developmental Disabilities Council, the Guam Legal Services Corporation Disability Law Center, and Guam leaders. These organizations play leading roles in promoting change for those with intellectual and developmental disabilities and helping enhance civil rights and academia. Whereas the GDDC, Guam Legal Services Corporation Disability Law Center, and Guam intellectual and developmental disabilities. Access to greater employment opportunities, educational resources, services can increase the capacity for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to lead successful lives. And see me, not the disability, which reinforces the belief that judgment of an individual should never be based on appearance, abilities, talents, and contributions of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities enriches our island and signifies for everyone.
Now therefore, I, Joshua F. Tenorio, Octu Maget Lahing Guahan, acting Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority of March 2025 as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. I further cause the Great Seal of Guam to be affixed here in the capital 2025. Viva Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month.
We would like to thank everyone for joining us here today for the proclamation ceremony, and we'd like to do a group picture. Thank you, everybody.